Peace. Once again, Ashe Seraphis, just reaching out. So today I want to talk about spiritual clearings and cleansings and soul ties. Like not just our soul ties to other living, breathing individuals, but our ancestral soul ties. Today I had a conversation with a young lady whom I had suggested that she get to know which ancestors were communicating to her. Get to know the women in her bloodline, the type of women that would be communicating messages to her. Because it's not that we should never dishonor our ancestors, it's just they had a particular walk when they were here on earth, and they have a particular energy and way that they carried themselves. And as we are evolving, some of those ancestors might not have carried themselves in a way that is in alignment with who we are trying to be in this now moment. So she checked into that, and she shared with me that she found out that the type of woman her ancestors used to be, submissive, is not the type of woman she is interested in being. She sees herself as a creator, as a musician, as a powerhouse, as an energetic force of spiritual uplifting. So she's not interested in being dominated. So I guess that made me question a lot of my journey. Well, not so much question, but just, I guess, remember what it was like when I spent time operating, I'll say, out of my lower chakras and listening to beings who were communicating and encouraging me to operate out of my lower chakras. I heard an acronym today for devil. I can't remember it. I know the L stood for lust, and I think it was like envy was in there, and either way, I think it was a really good acronym. So it was talking about how the lower levels of our being are used to be our devils, used to be our demons, used to hold us in an archaic state of being without allowing us to evolve. And I had to come through that. And my ancestors took me on a journey to really put it in my face, up my nose, in my eyeballs, down my throat, of what I didn't want to live like, who I did not want to be. And that helped me transform my lifestyle. Not just the words that came out of my mouth, not just what I told people I did on Tuesdays, but actually my walk, what I find valuable, what I eat, what I watch on TV, what I listen to, what I make time for in my life. I really had to step away from a lot of things, and even eventually people who I never thought I would step away from. And it's been challenging. It's not easy. Because soul ties to people, are relative to those soul ties that are spiritual and ancestral. And I'm not 100% sure where I am with the concept of karma, but karmic does come up. Being able to transcend time and space from past lives, future lives, all these things leading up to, this now moment where you do have a choice. We hear our ancestors, yet we have to choose either what it is they're communicating to us and go down that road, or we have to choose to say, hey, I know I have some other spiritual ancestors who would like to talk to me as well, who were on a path that was leading me to higher consciousness, who are not just trying to get me to finish up the bull crap that they were doing while they were here. Just to say it, some of our ancestors was on some bull crap, and they are more than happy, because you can hear them, because you are spiritually open, to have you finish up they bull crap. And that's just not what some of us are here to do. I wasn't here to do it. I'd spent some time finishing up some bull crap for some ancestors, and I decided I was done doing that. Now I want my own spiritual journey, my own cleansing, I want to walk and operate with crystals and talk about oils and using oils and manifesting goodness and spiritual baths and rituals and anointment and face painting and sacred circles and burning sage and incense and lighting candles. And I just want to exist in magic and spiritual comedic hierarchy. Like, let me just be there. That's what feels good to me. So soul ties can be cleared also in different ways too. I look forward to spending some time with this young lady and helping her through her some of her soul ties. This is just she's just like a friend of the family. This isn't like something I just be out here in the world clearing folks' soul ties, but it's just like to see people aspiring and still spiraling at the same time. You're aspiring higher while spiraling down. It's like, or spinning around, like you're just spinning in a circle, you're not even getting anywhere. I feel inclined, so, and it's a clear and open channel. It's clear for me to do so I am, because this is a work that more and more people are probably going to eventually start coming to me, and I have to be prepared, because this is what I love. I love assisting others and coming to the awareness of who they are, who they choose to be versus who they have been, and giving them the space, as much space as possible, as much assistance, encouragement, inspiration. I don't see myself as a guide. I can't get you to go no damn where. Excuse me. But I want to get you to at least see that you can go wherever you want. So where you want to go, But I digress. Clearings are, can be anything from an affirmation, a meditation, a ritual that you choose, a ritualistic bath, a drink, a potion, an ointment, an oil, crystals, all sorts of combinations of those. There is nothing that you can't choose. It's all about your intention and really what resonates with you. That's what I found on my journey, that the more ancient the information that you connect to, the more universal. I think that makes a big difference. Yet when you are new to a thing, I think you should definitely do your research, definitely take some time to check high and low, more so high than low if you're going on a spiritual path, but just be knowledgeable. But checking low is good, because then you'll be able to be discerning. It's like, okay, well, in this satanic black magic ritual, they said use XYZ to get this result, but this universal consciousness website is saying to use the same stuff. So then you have the power to be discerning and say, I might want to research beyond these two choices to get a clearer understanding of what XYZ really does, because here it's being used for good and here it's being used for we'll say dark, and I won't say dark, we'll say good and evil. And then what are you, and so what are you really using? What is it for? Do your research when it comes to spiritual cleansings. Don't be afraid to ask people, to get in chat rooms, to get in Facebook groups. I think Facebook groups are amazing when you're holding an energy of love and light and this transformation towards ascension and spreading and sharing ancient knowledge to assist in modern times. That's very important. We have a lot of beautiful people, and they are so many more awake and wise and aware than we can even imagine. And I am so grateful for that. I guess that's about my time. I don't know if I have an ankh on. Oh, I have on my Isis pendant today, sending out powerful waves of love and light energy. So ankhs in the air, like you love and care. Peace out.